Did you know there's a two-time All-Star quietly having the most efficient season of his career? That's the case with Zach LaVine. The 29-year-old has always been a big-time scorer, but has shown even if his usage rate declines, that he can contribute in a variety of ways offensively. I'm going to take a deeper dive into LaVine's game and show why his offensive skill set can work as a leading man or if used in a secondary role. While DeMar DeRozan had some notable individual accomplishments in his 3 years with the Bulls, his presence impacted how the team played. During his time with the Bulls, the team ranked anywhere from middle of the pack to the bottom of the league in pace, as they ranked 28th in the league last season. DeRozan left this past summer in free agency, and the script has been flipped, as the Bulls are now third in the league in pace, and LaVine has excelled. LaVine, as of now, has scored the third most transition points in the NBA this season and is averaging 6.5 points per game doing so. On top of that, he's been very efficient, ranking in the 88th percentile on a per possession basis, where he scores in a variety of ways. Kobe White here is bringing the ball up after a made basket and is pushing the pace while the defense isn't fully set. LaVine is currently on the far left side of the floor here, but is about to make a difference. The two-time All-Star accelerates, and now you can see as the Bulls cross half court that he has a few steps on OG Anunoby, while two defenders are focused on the ball. White notices this, and LaVine's hustle is rewarded with a dunk. Here's another instance off a made basket where Josh Giddey this time makes a quick hit ahead pass to LaVine. Though now, as the two-time All Star has the ball, look at the defense here. They clearly aren't fully set, with four players still getting back into position, and Chris Paul is now at a disadvantage having to close out on LaVine without help. LaVine easily gets by him, and while Harrison Barnes does try and get in position to alter the drive, the 29-year-old is unfazed before making the up and under layup. That doesn't even account for the threat LaVine provides when he's the one pushing the pace, where he's always a threat to get downhill or pull up for a three. While LaVine has always been a threat to score out of isolation, this season has been a great mix of volume and efficiency. Despite being a higher volume isolation player, LaVine currently ranks in the 92nd percentile on a per possession basis scoring out of the action. At the start of this possession, it appears Ayo Dosunmu will be running pick and roll with Nikola Vucevic. Instead, LaVine from the left corner starts working to the top of the key, and you can see Vucevic quickly slips towards the free throw line to set a screen on LaVine's defender as he is about to receive the ball. As Vucevic moves away from the ball, you can see this created a switch, meaning LaVine is now going up against a center in Nick Claxton. The two-time All-Star sizes up his defender before he accelerates downhill and finishes the layup. LaVine's also dangerous creating separation on jumpers out of isolation, but this year his passing out of the action has been a big boost for the Bulls. He ranks in the 91st percentile out of isolation including passes, where the threat he provides as a scorer helps create advantages for teammates. Here, after using the Vucevic screen, LaVine is in isolation against Larry Nance Jr. After sizing him up and going downhill, look at the attention he draws defensively. Four Hawks defenders are now focused on him, and this ability to get downhill helped create an advantage for the Bulls' offense. LaVine gets a step deeper in the paint before kicking it out to a wide open Javon Carter, who knocks down the triple. While he doesn't get a ton of spot up opportunities, LaVine certainly capitalizes when he gets them. He's knocked down a very impressive 45% of his threes off the catch, and a ridiculous 56.6% of those that are considered unguarded, though his ability to attack closeouts and create for himself and others also makes him very dangerous in these settings. Kobe White starts this possession running pick and roll with Nikola Vucevic before making a nice skip pass to LaVine in the left corner, though as a result, look how hard the defender has to close out on LaVine. He gets by him and does a nice job creating space around the basket to convert the reverse layup. This is another instance that starts with the White and Vucevic two-man game. The White passes after drawing multiple defenders following the screen. LaVine receives the ball after running towards the right wing and is greeted by a very good perimeter defender in Kentavious Caldwell Pope, who is slightly off balance here. That's a tough matchup against LaVine when he's decisive given his quick first step as he gets downhill and faces little resistance on the layup. The threat LaVine provides to spot up shooter can also create opportunities for others. Here, the 29-year-old gets the pass on the left wing and immediately knows he wants to get downhill. Though as he gets into the paint, Bobby Portis is in a bind. Portis knows LaVine is a threat to shoot here, or get to the rim, but selling out to defend him could leave Vucevic wide open. LaVine gets deeper in the paint and gets Portis to commit, but right as Portis leaves the ground, LaVine drops it off to Vucevic, who makes the open floater. Now, here's where things get tough for the Bulls. They've been stuck in the middle for the past 3 seasons and are trending in that direction again, as they'd currently be a play in team if the season ended today. Given that being caught in the middle is the worst place you could be as an NBA team, there have been plenty of rumors about trading LaVine. Though, given his injury history and the new CBA, teams could be hesitant to take on a contract of his magnitude. Teams are justified to have those concerns, but the talent is worth gambling on. The Bulls this season have been nearly 12 points better per 100 possessions with LaVine on the floor, and while he's dangerous in isolation and pick and roll where he can create for himself or others, he's able to contribute without being a ball dominant player. He's shown he can be very dangerous in transition, off spot ups, and can also be effective utilizing handoffs or cutting to the basket. Some have questioned if LaVine has the ability to play a big role for a potential contender, but I feel his offensive arsenal should allow him to contribute regardless of what role is asked of him. LaVine has done a great job of reminding us this season the type of player he is offensively. Now, the biggest question will be if he'll be playing at this level with the Bulls or another franchise a month or so from now. If you made it this far, thank you. And if you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to like and subscribe to stay up to date on my basketball analysis throughout the 2024 25 season.